Welcome to another week of Final Fantasy XIII. I'm Dice, and I'm joined again by,
It's me, Azala.
and we're catching up with a Fang with a very sore jaw.
Yes, from the Slap Bird Round Cocoon, as we've dubbed it.
There's just some weird birds flying around. The Psycom and Guardian Corps are none the wise.
Yeah. Is Operation Nora on or is it off now? I'm kind of confused.
It's on again, off again. You know, they just really can't decide what their feelings really are. Lightning doesn't think it's happening, but Hope knows.
Felix Heights is up there. Still a ways before we get to Hope's place. Better pick it up.
How does she know where he lives?
I mean, they spent a lot of time in that forest together.
Right.
And they kind of decided that they were going to try and bring him home-ish.
True.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, so I think this is one of the side paths from when we were controlling Snow through here. It's one of the gates opened up, basically. And you always gotta put a chest behind where you spawn in. Because video games.
It's the best place to hide it.
And ladders, nah, man, you just jump up that.
Well, Fang is a Dragoon. Ish. That archetype, at least.
Yeah, so this is the quadrant where like people are being escorted away. So I think we're definitely coming in after Hope and Snow already kind of run through here, and most of the civilians have been pushed out. I think it's pretty well expressed by the time of day, kind of in twilight, nice yellow shading.
There's now the curfew in place.
Yeah.
Time for a change.
Just bazookas her.
I could have sentineled there, I guess. But it did very little damage, all told. Honestly, the interruption is the most annoying part of that.
I think they're ready to sacrifice the city if that's what it takes to catch us.
You didn't watch the cutscene?
Hey, another one of these things.
Yeah, we were talking about how long it would take, how long it was expected to take if you didn't use the summon with Snow on this. And yeah, 2 people go through very quickly. And we couldn't determine if it was a different HP pool for that solo encounter or if it's just that Snow's damage is not great.
And now it's kind of just a normal enemy, even though it was a boss-like encounter, so there
Yeah.
must be a theme.
It's a Final Fantasy?
Yeah. How else will you know that you're getting stronger if you don't start facing bosses more often?
Yeah, but I said it probably does have the same amount of HP because well, no, again, it's a question of how much damage does a summon actually do. Because I think we killed that boss with Snow in like 3.5 minutes, somewhere around there, and that encounter with one of the Orions plus a fodder enemy took 1:25. So we're doing basically double damage. We have 2 characters. We get a new behemoth.
No fear.
Lodestar. It's nice that, you know, they give us a character that can slow and they make enemies really slow.
It is nice.
Change of plans.
Instead of them making them like weak to water and then not giving you any water attacks.
Don't get predictable.
It's just more convenient later in the game. He still hurts.
Change of plans.
He will always hurt.
Cheers.
I was just checking. Literally, I think the only Saboteur ability we have for Fang is slow. I don't know if I just didn't unlock it, or if her node just doesn't go very far at this point.
Saying she could be slow at getting Saboteur abilities.
All right.
So he's at like 50% health, and has he even been staggered yet? I don't
No,
think.
he has a very high stagger bar. It's 500%. We also can't double Ravager, which is our go-to for getting that. But also, when he switches his stance,
Oh yeah, all of the stagger went away.
stagger went away, but his threshold went down too. So you're kind of expected to survive the beast mode and then stagger during human mode. Because he also has haste. And we dropped our stagger. And also when it stands up, it's immune to slow.
Oh.
Yup.
Eat this.
He really likes to interrupt in this mode.
Yeah, I mean, again, we don't have Saz with Vigil, which certainly helps for that stuff, but it ends up being one of those weird situations where if we had that, then we probably wouldn't even need it, because we'd A, probably have 3 characters, and B, have other buffs that are more beneficial, like Bravery, Faith.
Right. And you might have been able to stagger earlier because he could have used Relentless Assault.
Yep.
But that's one of the few paradigms that, like, I just remember what the combo is.
I mean, that's where you spend most of your time.
It's true.
You basically do one combo as a commando, and then you go to try Disaster too, which is the triple Ravager. And when I set these paradigms up before, I did not have a commando medic. Commando medic, so it was hard for me to maintain stagger and heal, so that was just me correcting that. Oh no. We'll see a sped up version of that fight later, and it's smoother now that I have that combo.
Damn thing's still jammed.
She didn't get her 5G vaccine yet.
The phone had
We'll just
like
have to believe that.
a pop-up holographic screen this time, which they didn't have in the previous.
No,
It's optional screens,
If
I
any of us
guess.
got caught, they'd make an announcement.
Do you think she can play Snake on there like the old school?
Oh, of course.
Can't hurt him no more.
That's just buried
These
inside
Cocoon
the
people,
OS on
bunch of cowards
phones
and
from this point
blowhards.
forward, right?
I think so.
These
It
Cocoon
has to
people
be.
have spent centuries under Fal'Cie law, in
Like
constant
Microsoft and
fear of
Solitaire.
a Pulse invasion.
Well,
If it
now
weren't
it's on
for
the
Sarah,
App Store.
I'd have been out there too, hunting Lassie. Would have been nothing but targets to me.
Well, Grand Pulse is just as twisted. Cocoon's a floating nest of vipers, ready to strike. Or so I thought.
So
We know that there's
Lassie
roughly
to fight
10
the
million
Vipers.
humans on Cocoon. Do we have a population
Destroying
count for
the
Pulse?
nest is your
I
Cocoon probably wouldn't know.
don't think so. At least not yet.
I mean, our focus now.
As in, it could be in a data log we don't have yet.
Until
Yeah.
we woke up here, we'd been in crystal stasis. Which means we must have completed our first focus. Ugh, why can't I remember that part? My childhood's clear as day. But the one thing I need, it's just gone. Blank. Like an empty page. I reach for the memory, and nothing's there. Then there's my brand. It's all messed up. Vanille and me, we lost our past and our focus.
And now, you want to find them? Be a Pulselessy? An enemy of Cocoon?
Pulse and Cocoon can rot for all I care. If I don't figure out our focus soon, Vanille's gonna be a Seath. I'll tear down the sky if it'll save her.
Well, good thing Eden's in the sky, right? That's what she's obviously talking about.
Yeah. Wasn't a metaphor.
They're doing a good job protecting their city.
Yeah. Just throw waves after waves at them.
Yep.
Oh, so it's okay. Now there's 2 of these things.
All the annoyance with this combat is the fact that I have to maintain slow on 2. There's not really a debuff list, so you have to target the enemies. Yeah, this one ran out of slow, so I mitigated some of that. Yeah, that fight was 230 with 2 people and 2 of those enemies, and it is still a minute plus shorter than Snow's solo endeavor.
Yeah, well, at least you can stagger them.
Yeah. And ATB charge on attack. So I lose some damage because I have this weapon 1 level upgraded, but yeah, we're going with the additional ATB charge, more attacks.
Yeah,
It
it's
makes up the difference.
it's pretty great.
Hey, Lightning.
Call me Light.
Did you see Vanille's brand?
Ooh,
No.
nicknames now.
No, huh?
Lightning told Hope to call her Light too, right? She told somebody to call her Light.
Want to know how long
Besides
until it's
Fang,
Sith
I
City?
think.
Just look at your
Well,
brand.
the only other person she's really talked to enough is Hope, so it
It's
could-
also possible
More
that
arrows.
Snow just
and
called
then
her
finally
that
an eye.
as
Well,
like a
Snow just calls her sis.
Once it opens
Yeah,
all the
true.
way, you're done. Let's have a look.
like she picked the name
Don't be shy.
Lightning,
Okay.
but then it's like, hey, actually
Nowhere
use the
near.
other nickname
You
that
got
I
time.
made up, but I've already made those nicknames, so it's like a
You never know. Some people doesn't take so
2-layer
long.
nickname.
You get a nasty shock, it can speed up the process. Vanille's brand must be pretty far along by now. I gotta save her and get her home.
To Pulse, you mean?
To Grand Pulse. I hear that the Sanctum prevents people from leaving Cocoon. I'd like to see him try and stop me.
So, that's your plan.
Hmm?
Wish I had one. Without Sarah, without a future, there's nothing to plan for. There's no way out of this mess, and no way to fight it. I'm stuck trading blows with the Sanctum, but that's no plan. Even if we topple the government, where's that leave us? With nothing to fight for, I might as well be dead.
Your sister. You've got plenty to fight for. Think about it. Don't you want to see Sarah after she wakes up? That's your future right there. All you gotta do is survive. It's simple.
Right. Snow.
They found him.
Maybe she had some kind of operation she was trying to facilitate.
Yeah. So I guess the explosion they just saw was the one that knocked them down. I think that's
Yeah.
the implication.
Hope. Hey, Hope!
What does that crate say?
I still have no idea. I tried, okay? Oh yeah, he probably recognizes that.
Nah. I think he's really asking himself, if you had that knife, why were you using a boomerang the whole time?
Probably. I guess after they knocked them down, they decided not to bother checking if they were, like, still alive.
I mean, normal people in an explosion then falling easily 12 stories.
This is a SciComm announcement.
Maybe they're sending a slow cleanup
This
crew.
area has been placed under quarantine.
You'd think they'd take no chances with the sea, given how much military presence is in the area.
And the fact that they wanted, a show of force to the
Right.
populace. Yeah. But the populace saw the explosion, I'm sure. It's all an orchestration by the arch villain of this. Roche? Roche?
Roche, I think. Do they ever even say his name in the game? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Almost dead.
No risk, no reward, and by no reward I mean I would have totally still gotten a 5-star if I had healed just a little bit. Extra HP is helpful on your main character.
It would have been helpful in the last battle.
The auto debuff will kind of apply everywhere. It will intentionally default select enemies that have not gotten it yet. So you can sometimes accidentally debuff more than you necessarily need to. Like, I didn't need to debuff that fodder enemy.
Yeah, they kind of die so quick, it's like
Yeah.
pointless too.
And for some reason, I could not remember what a black belt did off the top of my head. I always want it to be a damage increase like the power wristlets or something, and not physical damage resistance.
You would think, based on the name, that it might have something to do with strength or attack power or something, but yeah, not the case.
Yeah, so we find another golden boy here, and it has an extra enemy, but I think it ends up still being a shorter fight. I had lost the stagger, I think, the first time.
When it stood up, yeah.
Well, when it stood up, but I think I had also lost it possibly during this, so we also had some DPS window time we weren't able to fully exploit. Because all I had was like a Saboteur and Medic, so I didn't have a good way of maintaining it while trying to heal some of the damage it can do. Still didn't get a stagger.
Nope.
But that was also a close encounter. I just 70 HP left on Fang. Lightning is dead. I'm like, nah, dude. I'm just gonna fight through.
It's a good thing you put the tungsten vangle on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll never look for you there.
I mean, when we first came to Palampolum, there was a lot of airships, just everywhere.
Oh,
They apparently all went home.
Snow did just call her light,
Yeah.
though not
Why'd
sure
you
face.
save me?
I was asked to keep you safe. By lightning. And by Nora. I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. I put her in danger. I know that. Let me make things right.
You told me before that you couldn't.
And that words were useless and a lot of other things I shouldn't have said. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to set things straight. So I didn't. I thought if I couldn't make up for it, then all the apologies in the world wouldn't mean a thing. So I decided I had to find a way to pay for it first, before I'd even have the right to say sorry. But it's like you said. I was using that as an excuse so I could run from my own guilt. And that hit home. Oh. Look, Hope. I know what happened was my fault. I don't deny it, and I am sorry. Here. That's lights, isn't it?
Why'd you...
That knife was a present from Sarah. To keep her safe. She trusted you with something that important. You should be the one to carry it. I'll find a way to make things better. Just give me time. If nothing I do is good enough, then I'll take any punishment you want to dish out.
She's gone, Snow. You can take the blame, but it won't bring her back.
I'm sorry.
I knew it all along. I knew it, but... they had to blame someone. They had to. I needed a reason to keep on fighting.
It wasn't someone's fault. It was mine. Take it out on me. And keep yourself alive until you do. I have to keep going. look at that. You don't even need any help.
You could have gotten done at any point.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
He's just sleeping.
Just let me catch my breath.
It's nice to have a cutscene where, like, Snow is more of a normal person and not his usual self.
Oh, there you go. There's normal Snow.
Yep.
Holmes
About
the
time.
hero. You want to die? You can't.
It certainly seems
won't
like
let
Snow
you.
wants to die.
Does. I'd also question and hope running into this by himself, but you know.
I mean, I don't think he really had much of a choice. Like, he does actually want to protect Snow now, and the dude could not move. And yeah, Solo Hope is not a spectacular combat. We're able to buff ourselves quite a bit. It's a little weird that he didn't put the fire up, but I guess he doesn't really do napalm nearly as much. We broke his napalm dispenser on the previous encounter, I guess. We're just stuck with laser rain. We do get to use Quake offensively to try and build staggers. If we have the commando, it's actually really good.
I like that when you heal yourself, you get your own stagger bar.
Yeah. What happens when you stagger heal? I don't remember being able to hit that limit.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever managed to do it.
Thing'll never know what hit it.
Gangs all back together and we're controlling Fang. We did not control Hope very long.
Thank you.
Probably for the best.
He is back to being a buff bot and Ravager turret.
Eat this.
This is a much more reasonable team talk.
Oh, definitely. Unfortunately, my only paradigm that has Synergist and Medic also has Saboteur, so it's just reapplying slow constantly. Maintain Stagger, but is rather be doing something else right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, not much opportunity to set up paradigms here, huh? I like how the lightning keeps it in the air.
Yeah. Now, Lightning does a lot of damage, too.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason why we're keeping Lightning as Ravager instead of our standard Commando, because it's about double the damage that Fang's hitting for. Ooh, great. Fortunately, Hope doesn't have Lightning. And the stagger meter lasts forever on this guy.
You actually got it to max.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not enough to even hit half HP.
So it still knocked it in the air for quite a long time.
Launch is a great CC. They definitely balance that based on stronger enemies will drop their stagger very quickly. Which is a twofold debuff to your damage output.
Change of plans.
Yeah, so it wants you to use Sentinel when it's targeting. That was the lesson that I learned.
All right. Don't sweat it. Eat this. Don't get predictable.
You wait for Hope to rebuff again. The second stagger seemed to happen much faster, though.
Yeah, it did seem faster.
That was with a Hope hit.
Can you stun lock it again?
I'm missing the 10 damage it takes from hitting the ground, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's a slam ability that Commando has. If it's the last hit of a stagger bar, it's basically almost a limit break, I guess.
Or like a combo finisher.
Yeah, it definitely broke the damage limit. It did 18,000 on a normal hit. Previously, the only time we saw that over 9,999 was the Idol's.
Don't get predictable. Change of plans.
Yeah, unfortunately, since it is actually targeting Fang, we really want to make sure that we heal up. You don't want to lose your main character this late into the combat.
No, not when it's this much of an HP spend.
Yeah. I'm not even going to risk that.
Oh, I was hoping that would be the killing blow. The 10 fall damage.
I try for that more often than I intend to.
Operation Nora didn't work out. Oh, my.
You'll be okay. I'll keep you safe.
Lightning. Me too. I mean, at least I'll try. I'll try to watch out for you two.
Don't forget about this one.
That one'll be all right. He's too stubborn to die.
I was actually gonna say that, not realizing it is the literal line. I'm glad that I didn't.
Always be welcome, no matter how much is changed.
No, you just subconsciously remember all of
That's
the
what
script
having
of
a
this game,
home
right?
is all about.
Maybe. I don't know about all. Oh, now we're magically at Hope's place.
They had to have carried a little bit. Otherwise, I guess it just leads immediately. I mean, the Coliseum area is pretty much in the same position as it was when we were just fighting that boss. So, yeah, I guess he has a little, like, courtyard immediately next to his house. This seems real nice.
Hope.
He was ready.
Mom's gone.
Pull the bandage
Hello.
off.
Nora.
Dad, I know. I'll be in my room.
Also, I am not okay with Cocoon's sense for ties. Like,
We're gonna rest up,
Oh, yeah.
then we'll leave.
It seems annoying.
If they find out you're sheltering Lassie, they'll...
Huh? You're my son. This is your home. My son.
yeah, so Hope was just an angsty teen when he was complaining about his dad, I think.
Pretty much. He also, I mean, understandably probably didn't want to go home and be like, hey, Dad, I'm a Lassie.
Well, even before the whole, purge thing, he was grumpy that his dad might join them next year at the beach.
True.
And now we play the Final Fantasy XIII walking simulator. Learn what we can about our companions. I actually like this interlude. It's
Apparently he lives in a really nice apartment.
yeah, I mean, all of Cocoon is structured around basically the humans' every whim being taken care of by machine gods, right? So, like, is this actually a nice place in Cocoon standards? Because even Hope or Lightning and Sarah's place looked pretty nice from what we saw of it.
True.
And the orphan brigade, Nora, they had like a cafe that they basically just worked out of at a beach. I mean, I'm sure there's strife because humans, but we don't see it in this future world. They do have an IKEA though.
I wonder how much that save point cost.
We have a whole home computer system sitting in the middle of your floor.
Yeah,
Now for
that's
an update
their
on
like
the
Google
situation in
Home thing.
Kalampola. The Lassie continue their desperate flight, and the military has now launched an all-out campaign to eliminate them. In the event you must leave your home, please follow the instructions broadcast on this channel.
Must be the kid's family.
Roughly 2,500 civilians believed to have come in contact with the Lassie are now being held in quarantine by the Sanctum. Our latest Instapoll has shown a
everyone
vast
was on the
majority
streets.
in favor of the
in
immediate
full
purging
lockdown.
of these individuals, believing their treatment.
Lay down.
All right. See, you took the kid's toy away.
He gave it back to me. Said he didn't need it anymore.
Go figure.
It was too much.
He's not gonna kill me.
What happened to Sarah? All I could think about was, what could I have done? I hated myself for not trusting her. It hurt too much. I couldn't face it. Look, Snow. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
For what?
Everything.
If you told me your real name, I suppose I could.
Have Sarah tell you. When she comes back.
Deal.
Gonna be waiting a
Dad said he'd
while.
like to see you guys. He wants to
Yeah.
talk.
He wants to meet the criminals he's sheltering.
The criminals that protected his son.
True. That's a very good point.
The blame is mine. I couldn't save her.
If it wasn't for Snow, I wouldn't be here right now.
Snow. Did Nora... Did she say anything to you?
Hope. She said to get him home.
And that's exactly what you've done. Face to face like this, it's hard to believe you're all dangerous fugitives.
Including my son.
But the entire world is scared to death of you, Lassie. No, not even just you. People who've helped you, bumped into you. Sometimes it's even just people who've walked by one of you. They think they're tainted.
Yeah, it's like people are afraid of things they don't
Everyone
understand.
purged.
The Sanctum's a puppet of the Foul Sea. To them, our lives don't mean anything at all.
That seemed like a weird leap.
Stop this. Take down the Sanctum and save Cocoon.
You've thought that through?
I mean, they were willing to just, like, you know,
Take down
purge
the
of people.
Sanctum. Fear of Pulse will only get worse. It won't stop at fear. People will take up arms and stand against you. Can you imagine it? The rampant violence.
When the government's control is gone, the citizens will revolt.
So what then? We're supposed to just smile and eat a bullet? That means you too.
I know I'm part of this. I'm on your side of the fence. Harbor of Lassie and a public enemy.
Coming here was a bad idea.
This is your home. We're all here. Let's figure this out together. Huh?
Well, that's battle music.
I want to know what how the dad was going to contribute to this organization.
Heads up!
Also, they're not all here, but obviously he wouldn't necessarily know that.
Hope! In the back!
You're not ready for this. I'll stay here. Snow, help my dad.
Come on.
We get to control lightning again.
Did they really need the jetpacks inside?
Well, instead of, rappelling down through the ceiling a la normal movie segments, they have to, use their space ropes. Also, I feel like the living room got substantially bigger.
Right?
Maybe we got smaller.
Thank you.
You're gonna swerve! Let's wrap this up! Not a problem! You're gonna swerve!
So not only do they have jetpacks, but they're also snipers for this short-range indoor combat.
Snipers that fire explosive bullets.
You're gonna swerve!
Yeah, it's nice that all of the furniture they had kind of just got moved to the outside of the combat arena.
Yeah. Those grenades were awfully convenient.
We barricade ourselves in here. They're not gonna just give up.
You're gonna swerve!
Oh, the roof is also missing.
But didn't collapse downwards.
I guess they did a number on the house already.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is the debris from that?
It's all holographic roofing, right?
It could be.
The adrenaline's flowing now.
And also the soldiers just stand over there waiting for me to
Just
show
like,
up.
well, it looks like they're saving. That's a
They're saving.
war
They're getting more powerful, and it is, magically pulling in the ether.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure that they're max level for the area before we move on. That's obviously the safe room of the house, right?
Is it
Right.
over? Are they?
They're fine.
Their panic
Son's a
room.
tough kid.
Yeah.
Who ordered the battalion?
They'll take out the whole building next.
Hopefully there's no onions.
Dad! Oh! Thank goodness. Are you hurt?
No. How about you?
Still in one piece.
My turn.
No!
Don't shoot! I'll show you what a Lassie looks like!
So then you can shoot.
Yeah.
Me! I'm a Lassie! Surprised? Expected some kind of monster? I'm flesh and blood, like you! An ordinary citizen of Cocoon! Don't you get it? This has been our home our whole lives! How could we even think about destroying it? We want to protect this place just as much as you!
I don't know. The SciComm's done a pretty good job of destroying it.
You must be
I think they're
slow.
causing more destruction than the Lassie.
Yag Rosh, SciComm Division.
He does say his name.
There we go.
I understand your plight. However, the Pulse threat is not so easily dismissed. The very existence of Lassie puts every last one of us in danger. Tell me, do you really think your life is worth more than the lives of millions of Cocoon citizens? I do not. And so, it falls to me to order your execution. It's that simple. It is my responsibility to see you put down. Your lives are forfeit.
Oh, cut the crap! You want Lassie? Then kill Lassie! Why do other people have to die? The purge has got to stop!
Do you think we want to purge our own people? If any trace of Pulse remains, the populace will erupt into chaos. Without sacrifice,
They're pretty complicit in it,
without
at
the
least.
purge, Cocoon will die. Who fired? I gave no order! No!
Well, I guess he's not an enemy.
We're leaving. Hope, tie up your dad. We threatened you and forced you to help us. Got it?
Okay.
You're not related at all.
Do what she says. I can't let you get dragged into this. I want to stay here, but there's no place for a Lassie. I'm going with the others. We'll survive somehow. I promise you that.
I get what they're going for with that idea.
I hate to run
But
out
didn't
on
they
you.
just establish
Running!
anyone that even came into contact with them is a danger?
This is not
That,
running away.
and they have a full dossier on
choice.
all of these people.
You'll survive
They're
and
going
do
to
what
know
needs
that
to be done.
he's Hope's dad.
You mean
Like, even if he was a
Focus.
good citizen
Don't
of
you worry
Cocoon or
about
whatever, it's not
You
gonna
make the choice.
fly.
thanks, Dad.
Damn it.
Our turn, hero.
What? I can handle a little gas.
Catch your breath. I'll throw in some hits for you.
Actually throw, because we can't melee attack this.
Follow my lead!
We're just not going to talk about how phallic the main cannon on these things looks.
I don't know, it seems like an incredibly practical sky tank design to me. Lightning just does not even respect it, just has her back to it.
We're gonna lose here.
Thank you.
Nope, there we go. We're gonna lose here. Yeah, it chunks quite a bit. It takes me a little bit to remember what this does. The Final Fantasy X style of combat where you target different parts to affect it. We don't really see that all that often up to this point. So I just forgot that and just wasn't paying attention to what things I could attack because I'm so used to just spamming auto attack. And I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, it also has kind of an insane stagger meter with like the primary target.
Yeah.
99%.
It's very much supposed to be a, hey, you're not making progress, do something else.
Take down the enemy.
But they also do the knockback that we've been encountering the entire chapter, so it takes a little bit to actually establish a damage output.
Ah, look, in the Libroscope it says can be attacked in multiple occasions.
Yeah. What is it reading? I don't know. Yeah, we still don't actually know what the stagger for any of the side things are either. But we're definitely chunking them a lot more than we're chunking the main body.
Yeah, at least it's actually going up.
Bring it on.
No, wait, nope, that's still 999%. I think you're just gonna kill it first.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know what is actually the better target. So there's the 2 turrets plus the 2 platings that it wants you to focus down first. The turrets obviously stop you taking damage, but the platings do more follow-through damage on the main body.
Bring it on. Follow my lead. Bring it on.
Surrender now!
It still just has a lot of HP.
Yes. It's definitely a tank. And it probably is not helping that you can't melee attack it. I don't actually know how much of a gap there is between Ruin and what her melee attacks are doing.
It's very dependent on resistance of enemy too, so it's hard to get a reference point because I would assume it's probably pretty physically resistant being, you know, a tank. My question is, if we did actually have Snow here, would he try jumping up and punching it?
I'll deal with you.
It's probably why they avoid putting him in the party here. Certainly have a lot of missiles in that thing.
This is where all the those airships that we saw at the beginning that just disappeared. They're just feeding the ones that we actually encounter
Yeah. Like refueling and rearming.
Follow my lead.
And once you get Shell and Protect up, the damage is kind of negligible for the most part until it fires its big beam.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking, I bet Shell and Protect are really necessary here. Maybe not in the sense that you would die, but you'd certainly not be able to spend as much time doing damage.
And I suppose I don't necessarily know what it's trying to do, so...
I think this starboard hull is the last of the targetable pieces.
Yeah.
From the main
Let's go.
target.
Surrender now!
Follow my lead.
Yeah, so they do some damage. They definitely take percentage HP off them, but you still have quite a bit to go through.
Yes, it is another very, very spongy boss.
Let's go.
But when its gun is open, you can stagger it more.
Well, that's actually very helpful.
But it also continuously fires its big gun.
Take down the enemy.
That's probably worth the trade.
Let's go. Take down the enemy.
At least your ATB charges while you're in the air from those attacks.
If it interrupts you mid-combat, though, I don't think it does. So, like, if you get one attack out, it knocks you out.
Here you can actually see how Lightning gains a little bit of her chain back while she's attacking.
Well, when she's not there.
Right.
It does require the damage to hit the enemy before the ATB recharge happens. Which is fine, makes sense. Unfortunately, the last hit's very anticlimactic.
Like 4 stars.
It'd be too long to figure out that I could attack other parts. It's okay, we got a second attempt.
Again? There's no end to these guys.
Oh, this one's on our side.
Where was he before?
I had to steal some outfits.
Hey, you bang. Need a ride?
Don't get cute. Right, let's move it.
Should they take his dad, maybe?
Then they'll know that he was an accomplice. Also, with all the giant laser beams that are being shot towards the house. Oh no, he's fine.
when it comes to home and family, we never keep either as close as we should. Whoever stops to think that this time could be the last.
And they left 2 of the quote-unquote good psychomp with the dad, so at least hopefully
he'll be fine.
make it better. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you next week.